outside the illustrious, the magnificent, the majestic
State Theater.
State Theater for the Fielder concert. We're sitting here talking with the best band in the Tampa Bay area, one of the best rockin' bands ever, From This Fire. Let's go around. Let's meet the guys. Let's see what they do.
I'm Ben. I'm the lead guitarist and do some background vocals.
Derek, I play bass.
Gabe, drums.
Drew, vocals and guitar.
Now, you guys blew the roof off State Theater tonight. Insane performance. You guys are proud of yourselves, right? No, that's enough. These guys were just so intense. I couldn't believe it. I think I almost had a heart attack. They're so good. Every time I see them, they get better. But where the hell did the smoke come from? It looked like it was coming out. It looked like a
Really good question.
Thanks, Zeus.
the smoke was coming out of the floor, right? Who's behind the smoke? Because I mean, it didn't come off the stage. It was coming like out of the middle of the floor. How did that happen? Was that?
I think we set something on fire, literally. So from this fire, we rocked it out.
From this fire, I get it. There's fire coming up on the floor. Brilliant. So, what's it like playing with these guys? Well, I mean, you guys are like it's an uncanny family. You guys never change members. It's a family, and I love it. So, what's it like playing with these guys?
So.
It's okay. It's all right.
Drew, what about the Kardashians? I know you follow Kim Kardashian on Twitter. I heard. I'm a kid.
The thing about that is it's taken up my wife's life, and I just thank God we got rid of cable, so she can only watch it at the gym now.
Oh, okay.
That's all I have to say about reality TV.
I understand. Well, sitting here talking with From This Fire, they just killed it. You hear that noise? That's Fielder going on right now. We're all going to run across the street and check Fielder. From This Fire, give us some websites, guys.
FromThisFire.com.
Facebook.com/FromThisFire.
Twitter @FromThisFire.com. Or, yeah, @FromThisFire.
All right, that's enough. Find From This Fire. These guys rock. One of the best bands you'll ever hear. Go find them. Go buy some merch. We love them. Rock Solid Pressure. I'm out.
You're watching me like a hawk. Beaded eyes, crooked smile. You're even eyeing up my walk. Talons locked.
We're excited here. We got Lions After Dark.
We're back on the Rock Solid Pressure TV show. We have Tampa Sensations. Lions After Dark right here. Love you guys.
So proud. Oh, every show.
First, before we get
Love
started,
you guys.
and you can calm your enthusiasm.
I can't.
But before we start, we're going to go around the board here and interview them. I mean, see who they are, what they do.
My name is Maddie. I'm 25, and I'm the singer in Lions After Dark.
I'm Abby. I play the bass.
I'm Kurt. I play the drums.
My name is Andrew, and I play guitar.
And you guys are like a band that's currently on the rise. You got like a retro sound, like the last band we just got in here, Halibut. I mentioned they kind of sound like the Neil Young Zuma album, which you guys probably know, as weird as it seems. But you guys got like a laid back kind of throwback vibe. How did that all come together? How did you all find each other to do that, to do what you're doing?
That usually is just kind of like, hey, I wrote a song, so let's just put it all together, see what happens, and it's kind of like, you know, whatever we like as individuals, we kind of bring to the table and put it all together.
And the others agreed. They said, wow, that sounds like the Doors, and although I'm 18 years old, that's pretty cool. That's how it all came together, right?
Your music is unbelievable. It crosses all ages of people. You have a vibe that the audience immediately can connect with. That's what Freak
kind of
J-Rock
reminds
and
me
I
of like
about
Mazzy Star, that kind of vibe. It's really cool. You guys are working with Matt LaPlante from Bueller Brothers Records. So you're on the way, more or less, because you're working with such a mega producer. What's that like for you?
Oh man, we love working with Matt. In fact, we're going into the studio later this month, actually, for a whole week, which is awesome.
We're going to finish up.
Yeah.
We already did 2 songs with him. We're going to do 2 more and make a whole EP, which should be out this summer.
Right.
Yeah, so that's really exciting.
So now when you work with a professional like that, I mean, it's like you guys weren't working with anybody, and then suddenly you went, boom, right
From
to
the industry showcase.
Of course, from the industry showcase, of course. But from that, you right into a different world with him. Did that kind of like blow your mind, or did you learn a lot of stuff, take a lot of different things and say, wow, I never thought of it that way, but now I do?
Oh yeah, we definitely learned a lot. I personally learned a lot more about songwriting because we actually ended up writing our new single with him, which is really cool.
Yeah. Guys, give the viewers some websites and everything where they can find you, hunt you down, get that new EP, shirts, everything. Where can they find you?
Facebook is probably our best. We update that like really regularly, which is just facebook.com/lionsafterdark, and our YouTube, which is youtube.com/lionsafterdark.
Get on Lions After Dark, hit them up, get their CD when it's out and ready to go from Matt LaPointe. Oh my God, that's awesome.
I refuse to believe everything you say is right. New York is crazy, but I think I know I'm right.
All right, we're all backstage at the Soulfly concert, the Maximum Cavalera concert, and it's called Maximum Cavalera concert because everybody in the whole tour is related to Max. Like we have Igor, you're Max's son.
Yeah. And Richie's brother.
I do guitar and vocals for LODY.
LODY.
All right.
Johnny B, I play guitar for LODY.
I'm Zion Cavalera, I play drums for LODY. Shanks, I play bass for LODY.
All right, so two aren't
So
Cavaleras. That's amazing.
you guys, not quite the death metal thing, more like the punk thing, right?
No, it's definitely punk.
Yeah, it's punk. You guys are definitely a great. You remind me of like an old school punk band like Black Flag. Back in the day, like when I listened to your music, it kind of reminded me of like Black Flag,
So
and
your
I love
influences
that.
must have come from the old school punk stuff,
I
huh?
have like a lot of influences, like everything from old school punk to like Sabbath and fucking Nirvana and
you
grunge.
combine it
We
all.
just combine it, like we like everything.
So how does it work on like a death metal tour like this?
They kind of like us. I mean, the older fans don't understand it as much, but all the younger, college kids and even people in their 20s who grew up in the 90s, they all are getting it. They're like the super old death metal, like hardcore fans. They're kind of,
they don't understand.
It's not exactly metal. It's not. It's more,
but if you're a true music lover, you're gonna open your ears.
That's how we. Like the real music lovers that know punk.
You're gonna open your ears and understand.
Yeah, I thought you guys were great. When I hit the Facebook, I was like, oh my God, I was expecting another kind of death metal band, especially Max Family, but it was so refreshing to hear kick-ass, crazy, let's go out of our head punk. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just crazy, man.
And you guys, on the other hand, when you see like your dad or the other bands playing on the bills, you must appreciate their musicianship too. Maybe you draw something from that and incorporate it.
So obviously this is like your big first major tour, right?
It is. How exciting!
So you guys are like freaking out. You gotta be freaking out, right? It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, I mean,
the ups and
maybe
downs.
not so much for Igor because you kind of grew up in it, but for you guys,
for these two, it's their first time.
Zion too, he's a Cavalera.
So
they showed us the ropes pretty good,
So what are the ropes? A lot of women, a lot of booze,
everything. Yeah, you just gotta be able to handle it.
That's the rope.
Yeah, you gotta be able to handle it.
Well, you guys can hang. You're young enough. Everything even haven't hit you yet.
Sure, as you get older, you start to party and the girls come. Now you have a dilemma because I gotta go on stage and I gotta be coherent and I gotta do a job here.
Well, these guys don't have to be coherent. The less coherent they are, the better they play. Right?
It's loose.
Yeah.
Tell me about this album that Jay's raving about, man. Look
check
at
this
this
out.
back artwork. It's flaming vomit. I just love it. And Shanks, you drew that?
the back.
Yeah, it was nice.
There's the artist right there.
That's pretty
So
cool.
you do tattoos. Can you fix my jersey tattoos? That I got I got bad tattoos all over. I would rather have that than have my crappy jersey tattoos.
We love to.
No, yeah, we made the whole thing in one day. We took the picture just on a computer.
DIY, baby, that's it.
Kind of fucked with the eyeballs a little bit. Made it look like.
I mean, is it signed or did you just do it yourself?
No, they're not signed.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 4-song demo.
So you're going the route kind of INCITE way. They
Right.
learned the ropes, they
Growing
did some
and building.
tours, and then eventually you're going to get on later.
Someone picks this up, it happens.
Have you had a favorite place so far on tour, except for what will be tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. Where was your favorite?
Probably Colorado Springs the first night.
That was fun.
New
They were moshing, they were going crazy. I jumped into the drum kit.
Wow.
Bruised my ribs, I fucked myself up.
That was a great show.
That's punk. That's the real punk. You gotta
truly.
Jump into the drum kit. Yeah, hell yeah.
Flint, Michigan, fucking New York City, Pittsburgh, fucking all over.
You get to see the world.
So what are we going to see tonight? You're going to jump into drum kit again? I want to see some.
See some action.
Kind of
crazy
on the vibes.
stuff.
You know, we make our energy, then the crowd makes theirs, and then they mesh together, and if it's good, I get crazy.
Yeah,
if it's not good, I stand there.
You stand there and say, what the fuck's wrong with you people?
Yeah. You gotta feel out the crowd.
Really good things. It's a Friday night. I mean,
how's it feel on your first tour when maybe a venue doesn't pack out? You still just have fun and go
You still
for
just
it?
have fun because there's fans there that are coming to see it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? But back in my day, in the 80s, 90s, when I used to play, I mean, even if there was 10 people there, you know they're there to see you, I'd play for them.
Did they have amps back then and all that?
Even at the very least, it's
They
good
didn't
practice.
have distortion boxes.
Oh,
it's good practice.
Auto-tune, yeah, right. They didn't have that. But you guys, everybody check out LODY. These
LODY
guys are on the road to success. Support every band you come across.
I love this band.
That's
this is
original.
a great band. Check out LODY, man.
Nice.
We're backstage at the Soulfly show. Going to be a great show once again, and sitting here with Richie CAVALERA from INCITE. Sitting here with that Bridges Burn. Sitting here with the dude. We got a dude, the dude, JONZEY from the dude. So let's start with Richie. Richie, man, haven't seen you in a few years, man. I remember you were this big. You came up to my knee. The last I seen you a few years ago, Bourbon Street.
Just starting out.
INCITE just came out. You go, damn, we don't have our album out yet. Yeah. Dude, you did send it to us,
and we interviewed him, and
a lot has changed since then.
Tell us about your growth as INCITE. Your dad, Max, let you do it all yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally,
let you fall and succeed as it may on your own.
Yeah, we went through the EP, and as you said, you got the Burn Compton.
Right.
Yep.
It was cool, man, to get out there and get our feet wet in the touring mode.
Yeah, so now how do you feel? Now we see you 5 years later.
Now everything's great.
Now everything's great. You're big rock stars.
This is our first tour as a main support act, and we're really loving it. We had the album out for a while, about 3 years now.
It's an awesome album.
The Slaughter,
New label. New label.
Well, first of all, you got signed to somebody that didn't work out for you. And you said to me off camera that you learned a lot from that experience. Do you feel that it was something you had to go through, get that poor label experience under your belt?
When we were going through it, it didn't feel like that, But now that it's over,
you had high hopes.
But now that it's over, I feel just how you said. It's something that we had to go through, and now that we have the new label and. Minus Head is amazing.
Minus Head.
They're like I said, an old school label in a new time, and it's amazing.
That's
what
I like. Even before you told me, your dad didn't help you. He let you go out on your own, learn it the right way. He said.
Of course, they put us on tours. Yeah, that's a huge help.
Yeah,
but as far as everything else, no, man, that was we.
You did it just like every band does it, right?
Playing and just getting better, man.
Tell me about that night when
we practice in Arizona. And it's 110 for 5 hours.
We know about heat.
You
we
can handle the heat.
You better be serious about what you're doing if you're gonna be practicing.
So, you're the founding member of INCITE?
Yes, I am.
And who's in the band now?
Everybody in the band is
same lineup.
Same guys. Yeah, the only thing we did was lost a guitar player. We dropped it down to just one guitar, and it works better for what.
So you all more or less grew together as a band.
Yeah.
I remember when I first heard you were like a little kid singing on "Stay Strong" on the album "Stay Strong." That was your beginning, right?
Yeah,
that was probably like the first time you were in the studio on the Soulfly album, right? Was
before that, I did Tree of Pain, which was even before that.
Yeah, Tree of Pain, right?
Going up on stage since '93, as far back as Nail Bomb.
Yeah, right.
It was great to have parents that pushed you out there, and I wanted to be out there. So to get
and the only thing your dad would do is if you came to him for advice.
It's glad you didn't become a doctor or nothing. Cool. You know what I mean? I mean, growing up with Max CAVALERA, what are you going to be? You're not going to be a doctor.
The real advice in the house comes from mostly Gloria.
Oh yeah.
Gloria keeps us all on track, and she tells us when shit is wrong, and she tells us when shit is right.
Yeah.
And as far as us being the artist, we don't know that all the time. We're there to write the songs, play the music, and
she could tell you if it's going to convey to the audience.
Exactly.
Now these guys at Bridges Burn, they want to go out on tour with INCITE.
They're desperate.
How did they get out on tour with INCITE?
Well, now we're trying to get out with tour with them.
Well, they can get you down in South Florida.
Get these guys out of Florida, man. We don't want them here anymore.
We need you
be stars right away.
You gotta be relentless.
Yeah,
you got to be relentless.
Well, these guys have that formula.
We won't play in Arizona maybe but once a year.
Right.
You know, for the Dana show. You know, because it was a big thing for us to get out on the road, and we'll jump in a van and go to California, Vegas, and do 5 people a night. You know, but we just do it.
If you connect with one person, it makes it worthwhile, right? Because you know on the road now you're getting seasoned. You've seen some places you show up, oh my God, there's 10 people here. Or wow, there's 800 here. And have you done Europe yet?
We've been to Europe twice. We did Australia.
What kind of experience was that?
Europe was unbelievable.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They are metalheads through and through.
Yeah, they are.
You know what else is cool?
We have a European feel with the state theater.
You go to those festivals
because people come.
There'll be 60,000 people, but they listen to every kind of music. They're not like America, how we find our one thing and we stick to theirs.
Yeah, right.
You go to these, it's Metallica, Slayer, then you got Moby, and then you got Jay-Z. And everybody is...
We were just talking about that earlier with
fighting. No one's fighting with each other. Nobody's angry. They love every bit of music, you know, and that's... You know, I think we all need to kind of get back into. It's kind of hard to get that
vibe here in America, don't you think? Because I find a lot of the fans...
If I did that here and put all them different bands together, I'd lose my job.
Definitely.
That's the thing. Martin would hang me, and I'd be an effigy.
You see that. They try to do metal and, you know, hardcore tours, and they don't work, you know.
It's true.
But even still, though, the fans that are fans here are... dedicated, you know, the metalheads. They'll be there at 8 in the morning when you pull up to say hi and buy you a beer.
I saw 2 guys sitting out there sweating bullets in our Florida sun, waiting for someone to come out so they could talk to. That means a lot, I think.
People are, you know, they're all the same no matter when it comes to music, you know. They just,
tell us about the new album, man.
Oh Lord, it's a beast.
Who's the primary songwriter? Is it you that puts it together?
Well, no, we start with our guitar player. He comes and he brings all the main riffs for the whole record, and you know he'll play stuff to us, and we'll be like, oh, that sucks, or that fucking rules. You know,
you gotta feel it.
You know, totally.
No, you
and then
can build it.
You know, we go from there. The drummer and the bass player will come along.
Is that how you guys in As Bridges Burn, or the dude? Is that how you start too, with just something going on, start to feel, play it around,
jam with it?
I mean, you can't make a song without a riff. That is what the song is. You know, that is the
I used to think it was from
or you can have like a real cool riff and then you write crap around it and you ruin the riff. That's what I used to do. I used to have this great riff and then I'd write this crappy song and ruin the song.
The guitar riff is what it is.
At least the main riff.
That starts it out. You know.
So the drummer goes, go like this.
You guys are actually going through some changes since I've seen you. You got a brand new drummer.
Yes. And what's his name?
He's not even here.
His name is Doug.
Doug.
He's sick. He
is. I heard the sound check. Oh my God, I was cheering like
crazy. It couldn't have been any better. I mean, it happened thanks to this guy, our bass player.
And we might actually let him write a song on drums, and we might just write to it. That's how fucking
That's actually cool.
He's so good.
Yeah, we're working out the first song to let him kind of break it in. He's sending me, you know, some data files of just drum beats that he's wanting to work on to kind of get so we can all kind of like start. You know, mixing
it seems
our
like
thoughts.
renewed
to find
energy.
a new guy like that out, you know, is cool, man. It's so tough to find.
It reinvigorates the band, doesn't it? It makes it. It's like you're starting over, and we have to impress this guy. Let's blow him away as much as he's blowing you away. You guys are
So guys, here's the thing: we got to wrap this up in a.
We're having so much fun.
I know we can stay here all night. Forget the show. We'll just stay here. I got all these guys. Looking out here tonight. So As Bridges Burn, you got an album out. What's it called?
It's called Sever the Ties, but we're working on EP right now. Now that we got the new drummer, you know, he wants to sit down and kind of
go over the old songs, re-record some of the old songs,
singles, and then we were talking yesterday at practice and doing maybe
Well, As Bridges Burn and the They're award-winning bands on the Rock Cellar Pressure Radio Show. Fans love you guys. INCITE, let me tell you, our fans love you guys.
Yeah, we love INCITE.
And we love INCITE and ABB, the Dude. We support, you guys support. Check these bands out: INCITE, As Bridges Burn, and the Dude, D.O.O.D.
The Dude, and the main dude. Spin around. He's running. That's the dude. That's the main dude.
I am so glad you're on a label that's right for you, man. The communication's a key.
And
it does the work for you.
What you guys do, you know, there is none of us. So we all are a team in this.
It is. It's a team.
We love you, Richie, man.
It's always great. Thanks.
Awesome, brother.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, man.
It's great to be back.
Oh,
yes!
Kate.
What's going on? I'm John.
And I'm Dennis from DIECAST, and you're watching Rock Solid Pressure TV.
How's it going? My name's Kevin. I'm Nathan. And we're in the band Lit, and you're watching Rock Solid Pressure TV. Amen.
Hey, this is Gabe Higgins. And I'm going to be doing a fill from our Serenade EP. The song Days Go By. It's a drum fill after the guitar solo on my Crush Chameleon Birch kit. So in this fill, I do Ben's doing his crazy guitar licks, and then I roll into a 16-note pattern, and I half 16-note and then half triplet. So I go from straight 16 notes, 2 on the snare, 2 on the kick, tom, tom, that's the 16th note, 1E and 2E and kick, kick again. And then the triplet is snare, kick, kick, 2 toms, kick, kick, end with a snare crash. Hey, this is Gabe with From This Fire, and you've watched The Show Off.
Okay, and we're back here on the Rock Solid Pressure Show, and we're talking with the very fashionably conscious DIECAST.
DIECAST, man! Bienvenue a los Estados Unidos!
Oh!
Comment ça va? Oh, my little Montreal friend
I can speak French, but I don't know what you just said right there.
Oh, it's all good, baby. It's all good. DIECAST, welcome to sunny St. Pete, man.
Thanks for great for being
here. Is this first time through this part of Florida?
In some time.
In some time. I know it. What's been going on?
Last time we were here was probably about 3-4 years ago. And,
wow, you were well overdue.
Across the street with...
the state, we wanted you there, but the little old Fear Factory's over there tonight. The shadows fall, hopefully we'll meet up.
Over there.
You might have heard of them.
Yeah.
But no, man, I mean, in my history, I remember you guys, I remember you guys out on the road with Slayer. I think that was what,
when we showed
2000 or something like that?
About the Slayer?
Yeah,
Slayer.
You've had quite a career now. I know the band originally formed back like 96 or something like that, but you're not all the founding members. So how did DIECAST keep the name alive? Did one of you guys own the name or give it permission to?
it was something that just kind of continued. It kind of evolved and that kind of thing. And I think up until right before Eternal Revolution came out, Jeremy, who was an original member from 1996 or whatever, was still in the band, and then just kind of was like, no, I'm going to do this or whatever. And it was never one of those things you can't use a name or anything like that. But
that's unusual.
Very
they
unusual.
say, you know.
Very unusual.
Nobody fought rights or anything.
And you guys had like a big underground cult following in the late '90s. I remember. I know you did the Slayer tour. I remember I seen that one tour. Did a Hatebreed tour. I mean, you're always out doing something real big. But you started as like this grassroots underground kind of thing. And I know you guys probably weren't involved in the very first album.
Right.
No.
I wish I could have that album.
Were you fans of the music? I mean, or were you friends with any of the original members?
When I first joined, I joined in 1998.
Right.
And they had put out Special War, which was their demo,
it went out on cassette.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that
the one.
freaky? Out on cassette?
The very first one. Believe it or not.
Our viewers won't know what
No,
cassettes
believe it or not, I had.
Look it up. Google it.
I don't even know what a
cassette is
anymore. So. I had that cassette. I was writing for a magazine at the time, and we got that diecast cassette. My ex-wife probably has it, but yeah, I remember.
Else, right?
I remember that, but yeah, and subsequent albums you did were really killer. After that, did like 3 or 4 albums after that, totally killer. So let's go to the future, to now. What are you guys doing now? New album?
New album.
Working on a new album? Or is
new
it
label?
done?
Hopefully. I mean, we've been talking to a couple of labels and that kind of thing, but we haven't signed anything.
Well, I'm sure you're getting offers with the name alone. You would be.
We've had a few. We've had a few. The thing is nowadays it's almost like unless you have something, an album ready to go, that kind of thing. Yeah, nobody wants to pick anything.
You know, and
that's what we're planning on doing. It's like this next album. Again, we're going to be going down to Miami, Florida to record with Paul Trust. And basically, we're just kind of doing it on our own. You know, we're going to make our full album, shop at the labels, and you know,
nobody likes
what's
it.
New
it's like
about,
going fishing. It's like hopefully somebody bites.
So who's the current lineup?
Well, Dennis is the drummer.
Yeah, I'm playing drums.
You're from Canada, you go to Boston to rehearse and stuff?
Pretty much every week.
That's awesome.
Well, I joined back in 2006. Right at the beginning, like right before we went to record Total Revolution, so I was on that album, and then I stuck around for that long until now, so it's doing pretty well.
And who else is in the band, Jeff?
Paul, our singer, has been there since Tearing Down Your Blue Skies.
Yeah.
And do they have the same hairstyle as you guys?
But Jack,
it's a little
Jack, our guitarist, who's filling in for this tour.
Oh, hey man,
we got Jack.
What are you doing?
Yeah, now he has an awful cool wig too. I mean,
well, the thing is
these aren't wigs, are they?
He didn't expect this. We were in a horrible accident last night. The van went head on into a hydrogen peroxide truck.
Oh, okay.
And burned your hair
off.
And
we got sideswiped by a Garnier Fructis truck afterwards. It was horrible.
A Garnier truck.
But we walked away with his flowing hair. His looks a little bit more realistic. And
it looks a little more real, not much though.
Well, hey Jack, we got to wrap real quick, but get in here.
This is Jack. Jack is filling in for us on guitar. He's got a band in Boston called Desiccation.
Oh yeah.
Young kids, but amazing. Heavy shit.
So what do you think, man? Filling in with the legends. Diecast must be awesome, huh?
What's that, Cody? The ice machine's going on here. We're getting ready for the show. All right, Pody, man.
It's all good, man.
It's all good.
Well, yeah, great talking to you guys. Diecast, can't wait for you guys to rock this place out tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Everybody look out for Diecast on tour, man. Check out their music.
Got a brand new record we'll be recording this August. We're actually, really quickly, we're starting a Kickstarter campaign because we're funding it ourselves. We're doing a
Get on Kickstarter. Help these guys out.
Please.
They've been there. They've done it. They're doing it themselves again,
everybody
man. You know how hard it is.
Might as well donate your time and money to some legends, get another album going with it.
We got a lot of good incentives, a lot of good motivation for people, some dumb incentives and that kind of stuff.
That's fun.
People will love it.
You get it. You have to give something back.
And anybody that knows us knows that we'll go far beyond what the expectations.
Wow.
So if you donate something and you're expecting something, you're gonna get a lot more.
Believe us, you'll have fun with us.
Oh yeah.
You'll have a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right, we're ready for a great night.
Awesome.
Here.
Sitting here backstage at the illustrious State Theater, talking with the guys from Lit, man. Lit.
They won't talk though. We're gonna try to get something out of them.
Yeah, we'll like open their mouth and make them talk. So yeah, you guys, man, legends.
From what, 1999?
Let me just say, legends.
Start out?
Legend.
First of all, wait, let me get introduced. I'm Patty. What's your name?
I'm Kevin.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
And that's Nathan.
Hi, I'm Nathan.
Nathan. Nice to meet you.
Now,
okay.
You guys have been doing this for what, 15 years?
I haven't counted.
Yeah,
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a while. You guys had like kind of like a Rags to Riches story with My Own Worst Enemy. That kind of blew you up everywhere. And
it's like an anthem for the morning after.
The anthem. So
right?
If you will.
Yeah.
If you will,
So
yeah.
you rode the coattails of that for how long? Till now?
Well, I mean, we've had other songs as well. But that song propelled us.
That launched you into the stratosphere. So you guys, you took a break off for a while. Had some tragedy in the band, and kind of it was almost like
was it you're teetering on giving up?
It was almost just like let's not do it anymore, right? Because I've been through the same thing in a couple bands.
You know, to be honest with you, when it was all going down, we didn't really think about it. It wasn't. I mean, we didn't pump the brakes and go, "Are we going to keep doing this?" I mean, it just you just try and survive to get to the next day. I mean,
right.
So, yeah, I mean, it was some gnarly stuff, and the last thing we were thinking about at the time was the band. And I mean, we're a tight knit family. We're really tight friends. We've been friends since we were little kids. So, you know.
Yeah. You guys never
that
really.
That says a lot for you guys to stick together.
You guys never really had interchanging members. It's always been the same core of guys.
Yeah.
You know, and so the new guy is the drummer.
Drummer,
not
and
really, not really new. He's been with you guys for quite a few years now. Right?
Yeah. That's Nathan here.
Nathan, right?
Yeah. And Nathan was good friends with Alan and went golfing with him, and they both were drummers. And so Alan, and then early on, Alan hooked him up with some endorsements and stuff like that. So they had a friendship already.
Yeah, so it was more like a family member with Nathan coming into the band already. It was already a
very
cool thing.
So, and then when we first got word that Alan was sick, Nathan was the first one to step up and say, "Dude, I'll help out in any way possible." Yeah, and he didn't even necessarily mean like I'll play drums. He wasn't jumping to that. And
whatever you needed.
Whatever you need, you know, like hey, I'll tech for him. Whatever needs to happen, I'll make it happen. And as Alan progressed, he progressively started playing more and more with us. And then when the time came to, once we picked up the pieces and it was like time to move on, it was like, dude, we couldn't think of anybody else that could be in lit.
And Nathan, when you jumped in on this, did you find it difficult at first? Did it bring up any memories that was tough on stage to play, or did you play through the heart and soul and get through it?
It was not tough, but there were some shoes to fill for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's.
So I wanted to do it right and proper.
I think a lot of lit fans know your history and everything. I'm excited about what is it? The View from the Bottom. Is that your latest album?
Yeah, that's coming out.
When's that coming out?
June 19th.
June 19th. It's like everybody gets married on June 19th.
So what label is that coming out on?
It's coming out on
Megaforce.
Megaforce, right?
Yeah, I know you guys jumped from a few different labels. I wanted to know what.
Why do bands do that? What's up with
that? Well, no,
that?
that's like the normal thing nowadays. It's unheard of for a band to just stay on like. I know like Rob Zombie stayed on Geffen for like 30 years, like the longest rock act ever on Geffen, and then finally he went to Roadrunner or something. It's like what happened? This is the way it happens nowadays. I look, because I'm an older guy, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Don't break the carry, so
but back in my day, a band would stay on a label until like the major labels started falling. The indies started coming up and taking over the major labels. So bands were like, "Hey, man, we can make a lot more with this."
Well, is that part of a reason you might leave a label because maybe they're not doing the job that you signed them to, or they're not financially strong?
Well, how long you got? I mean, there's a million different reasons. We initially left RCA because they changed up their entire staff that we knew, and just things were just changing. It was after 9/11. It was this. It was that. And it was just a bunch of different things. It seemed like a better decision to do this. I mean, whatever. Everything always has a million different reasons.
No matter what, you guys keep rolling.
Yeah.
So what's the new album going to be about? Your original songs, the first time in 8 years? Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
so who's the driving force in the songwriting process? Is it everybody together?
It's kind of everybody. We had some. We wrote with other friends outside. Jeremy writes a lot of country music. Not that we're country at all, but through that, he's written songs. Let's put it this way: we probably wrote enough material for 3 or 4 albums, and then we just had to select what we wanted on this album.
You went on a songwriting frenzy.
Well, there was a lot to write about, and I think
Sweet.
Everybody in the band is pretty much a songwriter. So it's what you do. You wake up and what do you want to do today? If you're hanging out with a friend, and it just sometimes you plan on writing a song. Sometimes a song just kind of happens, and yeah. So
So it sounds like you all gel together. This is the time.
So this must be like an exciting tour. You got an album ready to burst.
Yeah,
you know?
You look fresh. You guys look ready to go.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time coming, and we're very excited to be out on the road.
And we're excited with the band that's touring along with you, 1,000 Horses. I never heard of them before. We talked to them recently, and that's sweet.
Yeah,
that's
really good guys, and it's always nice to have keep some kind of normalcy to the road. So it's nice to know that they're going to be the same band with us at the next show, and we're friends with them. So
you know what to expect.
Exactly. Not too many. We don't like too many surprises.
Yeah, but this is the kickoff of the tour.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're invigorated right now.
Yeah.
We were talking to you like in a couple months, and we're like,
yeah, right.
Get the hell out of here.
Third to last show now.
You know,
where are you going now? You started in Florida. And you heading
work our way up to into Georgia, Oklahoma, I believe, Alabama, North Carolina, and then we go home.
Nice.
So we're out kind of roughly a month, and then we go home for a couple weeks, and then we go back out.
Where's home? California?
Yeah, Southern California, yeah.
A lot of California bands are touring out this way. Must be the season.
They all come through.
Well, yeah.
It's raining out there, and...
we're getting towards summertime, so everybody starts hitting the road. So.
Okay, so I know you're on all the websites. Are you on, is Lit going to be in stores? We can find the new album?
You should be, yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, everybody, look out for Lit.
Look out for Lit, baby.
Here's
They're coming to your
right
town.
Here. They'll be coming to your town. Get your freaking tickets.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Rock
on for having us.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Alright, we're back on the Rock Solid Pressure TV show, and I just got blown away. And you know, I'm jaded in the industry. You know I'm freaking jaded. I hate everything. But you know what? I just seen a band that I freaking love. Kind of blew me away. Blew the roof off State Theater. In fact, we can meet them right now. They're called Verse. Let's meet these guys.
I'm Jason Taylor.
Yes.
John. Aaron.
Murr. Brian.
Larry.
Alright, now you guys, you got such a great sound. I know we don't got much time, but kind of like have a... kind of like a Tool-ish, kind of Deftone sound. Where's your influence come? Where's this coming from? I can't believe you're a local band. Who's the brainiac of all this?
Starts with these 3 guys right here.
Really?
Uncle Tom.
I know Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom's a friend of mine. So, how long have you guys been doing this? How long, I mean, you just come out of nowhere?
We've been locked in our shed for 6 years trying to do this and writing music for 6 years straight.
Dude, your time is now. I mean, you got a great stage show. You got this fantastic light system. What's the light? The screens? What's that?
That is.
I haven't seen Nationals that good.
That is all this guy, Aaron.
Jason built those 3 hours a day.
Bring his shirt out right now.
He injured his finger. Straight tequila.
Look at this.
You writing this shirt out right now?
Look at that paper cut, man. Look at that paper cut. Yeah.
Oh, do work.
It hurt like a bitch.
But you guys are so amazing. You got such a cohesive sound, and it's like nothing I've heard in this area at all.
These guys, man. These guys spend so much time. I'm the newest guy in the band, dude, and I love these guys.
Well, I've known you for years, and you're the newest guy. I mean, why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
I'm telling everybody now.
I'm gonna be such a jaded person.
We've been looking for Jason for 3 years, man.
I tell you the truth, man. I started getting chills. My hair started standing up a little bit because I almost like, and you know, I only had 1 beer, but you know, I kind of felt like, man, I'm watching a national act here. I almost felt like, you know, where can the viewers go to get your albums, buy your merch and stuff?
ReverbNation.com/verseband or Facebook.com/verseband.
VERSE. In closing, you definitely got to check out this band Verse, one of the coolest bands I've seen in a long time. You know,
man. Right
this
now.
is the band right here.
Cheers.
Definitely find
Red
Verse.
Calling.
Find Verse, whatever
tonight.
you want. Oh yeah,
They played with us tonight.
we got Red Calling here. You know what?
Check these guys
We
out.
interviewed them already. You're already in the show.
You're in the back.
Yes.
You're in the back. Thank you so much, Jay. Thanks for having us. I really appreciate it. Yeah! Verse.
in walks the one and only
Guess who?
God of Bass, Tony Campos, Static X.
My God.
All-time
Prom.
favorite. Well,
You're in
Prom,
right now.
Ministry,
Soulfly.
and
Soulfly.
now on
What
the
else?
Soulfly tour. What's up, brother? Great having you here.
Great to meet you, man.
So, what I wanted to ask you, straight up, can we still hear? But what's going on with Static X? Is that?
Yeah, we just had
well,
Wayne.
Unless Wayne Static wants to pay me to do the band without me, it's done. Because I have no interest in working with that guy again, and you know, I'm having a blast. You know? I'm like playing with all my heroes. You know, playing with Max. You know, playing with Al Jorgensen, playing with Tommy Victor. You know, playing with Jeff Becerra.
Tommy Victor, the legend, Freezer Burn.
Yeah.
Remember that shit, man? Jeez, that was the shit, man, back in the day. Yeah, but you've always had side projects. Even with Static X, you always did your thing with that.
Yeah, you know, I've been doing Assassino, that side project with
Assassino. How can we forget that?
Been doing that for like 11 years now.
11 years. That's the greatest, man. Yeah.
So when one tour ends, you can load up and go on.
Yeah, you know, I like staying busy, you know. And,
but how complicated is it to, you know, everybody's different music stylings? Do you just flow into it? It's natural for you?
Yeah, you know, like the few skills that I have, one of them is I pick up things really quick, you know, and they just stick in my head for some reason.
Yeah.
Like riffs, I'll
so they don't give
forever,
you sheet
know?
music, they just give you CD and say,
pretty much.
Right.
And the bass players like strippers.
But you really fit, you fit in with Soulfly.
Yeah, they are.
You're like a perfect fit
No matter
with
where
Max.
you go.
You know, Max and Mark and you, that's like, whoa, I wish that could be the lineup for a while now.
Yeah, no, it feels great, you know, just jamming with those guys.
Let me tell you,
Mark's an amazing guitar player, you know. Dave's this stupid, fast killer drummer, you know.
Definitely.
It's great, you know.
You're having so much fun. Just arriving here today, the vibe that we got from Wicked Witch, the boys, from Lodi Kong, everybody, it's like we've known you for years and years already. What a great vibe.
Well, Tony's been on my friends list for a while there, man.
Look, we're intimate. We're Facebook friends, so we know each other. All right? Hey, now. But that's the way it goes. You have great vibes. You mesh with certain people. Those you deal with, you learn bad business, out the door. Let them fend for themselves.
So what's next after Soulfly? What's the next tour coming up after Soulfly?
We're going to finish up this U.S. run in the next couple of weeks. And then we'll get 2 weeks off, and then we go to Europe for like 2 months.
Yeah. I love that, man.
Yeah, no, it's great, man.
You're going to do the festivals out there?
Yeah, doing the festivals, doing some headline shows.
800,000 people.
No, those are always fun.
You think of me up with Gojira or anybody like that?
I don't know. I still haven't gotten the full itinerary, so I don't know what exactly we're going to be doing.
What's that like for you being a full-time touring musician? Do you get the tour schedule like 2 weeks ahead, sometimes days ahead?
It depends, you know, who I work with. You know, it's like you know, when I toured with Ministry back in 2008, like they already knew like 6 months in advance what the schedule was like. And
that must have been sick walking into Ministry.
Yeah.
Into that.
I'm the guy.
Well, you know what's funny is you know the two bands that Static X ripped off the most are Ministry and Prong. I got to play in both those bands.
You're right, man. I have to say it. It's true.
I mean, we always admitted it, so you know, it's not like a big secret.
Right. Well, tell us some secrets here. Let's lay it around the table. That would be funny. But I mean, you're having a blast and going to Europe in the summer. What a special feeling, because the Europeans embrace you, don't you think? They embrace you. Much like the Midwest in the United States. I think they're craving.
Much like the State Theater does. State
Theater. Bloodthirsty for it, yes.
State Theater here has a European vibe because a lot of people come.
Yeah, man.
You know, you go to other venues and you hit some venues, you go, what the hell's this? What's this? When it comes to State Theater, there's always a lot of people. It has the European kind of vibe.
Like a loyal following.
They're loyal. They're metalheads.
The real music lovers.
They're real metalheads. They come out on the weekends.
The passion.
You know what I mean? But Tony, man, great having you on the show, man.
And Tony,
IPEC,
love
you,
guys,
man.
it's a real honor for all of us to have you here tonight. And we're ready to get on stage, all right?